Hi, it's Snorgle. Welcome back to Exploring Minecraft, where I basically just travel around. Which am I going? This way? No, other way. Well, I travel around, heading in just this direction. We basically just make that Z number move up. Or move down if you count. If you're being pedantic, I know you are, aren't you? Give it a minute. It's okay. It's a safe place here. A little scary. So, we just travel around and explore Minecraft. I've been playing Minecraft only about 6 months. I typically don't like crafting games or mining games either, but I love Minecraft. I was talking, it's so funny. I always mention that one of the things I really like, hey llamas, hello, how you doing? I was talking to somebody the other day and I was talking about how interesting I think the topography is, the procedural generated topography, and they just dismissively said, oh, it's just purlin noise. It's not. It's a good purlin noise is an excellent place to start. You're not going to get a better noise generator than it. It's beloved by many developers for a reason, right? Get down here without killing myself or killing something else. Oh, we can do it. But there's that's the thing that makes me really appreciate this is that ouch. No ouch. We're going this way? Yes. Let's just swim. Why not? Anyway, there's more going on because there's a consistency in each biome. Like I said, purlin noise is a great place to start, right? It's a really great noise generator. You're not going to get smoother things. It's really a fantastic place to start, but it's just the start. There's so much more happening. There's so much more happening than just topography based on a simple purlin noise generator. Like what is going on? Oh, stupid thing. By stupid thing, I mean me. There. I just think it's interesting how I think a lot of people have the idea that the creation of Minecraft and the gameplay in Minecraft, because it's voxel based, that it's more simplistic than it is, and that a lot of thought hasn't gone into it. Or it's a game for children, which is true, it is, but it's also a game for adults, as I can attest. As someone who avoided it when I was younger, I love it now. But it's an interesting thing to me because there's so much more going on, and that I find that even more interesting because how easy would it be just to take a purlin noise map and just map it to topography? Make a couple of tweaks, done. That's the easy way out. But I don't feel like Mojang took the easy way out for any of this stuff. Oh my gosh. You know, I feel like they did the right thing in so many cases. I guess let's try boating a little bit, shall we? Okay. So it's I think I turned on actions and stuff for this. I think so. That's why it might look a little bit different. So anyway, I think it's really fascinating. I also recently, Mojang announced that they were de-obfuscating their code, which is legendary. It's. I've heard a bunch of people. Oh, they're going to make it, open source. No, they're not. They're not making it open source. Like. It's not going anywhere. Don't worry about it. If they're not making it open source, it's fine. They're just. I think they've come to the realization that there's so many good maps and de-obfuscators for the code. It's pointless at this point, right? It's silly for them to continue on. And I think that's a good realization. I mean, good for them. But there's not a lot of companies that would do that. It's going to be real rough on their modders initially, right? Because they've been dealing with. So if you don't know, when you obfuscate code, you basically take and add a bunch of random stuff here and there in names so that it's difficult to tell what's going on, right? So in other words, code might say, this class does this, tree class. And then you have a method in there that would be called create tree, and maybe it's passed a parameter that is tree type or something, right? And it's all labeled clearly. So as a developer, you can look at it, you know what's going on. But Kitty, but when you obfuscate the code, you're trying to make it harder. If somebody decompiles your code, you're trying to make it harder for them to understand what's going on. And so everything gets named these random characters, or I'm not exactly sure how the obfuscation works, but I assume it's probably something like that. That everything's just named sort of random characters, and it makes it so much harder to deal with, right? It makes it more difficult. But the way to get around that is that you map what everything means. And that is by the way, that is a Herculean task. I do not envy the people who do that. I appreciate it because, boy, howdy, is that really, really hard. You know, that's difficult. That's rough to do. Can you imagine going through every single line of Minecraft and mapping out what those obfuscated things, like some method called, you know, F16Z4, right? It means nothing, but having to figure out what it means, what it does, what all these variables do. I feel a little bit sorry for them, frankly, because I think once it's deobfuscated, they're not needed anymore, right? The people who did all those, came up with all those maps to deobfuscate the code, that's just, they don't need that anymore. But also the developers who make the mods, they don't need to do that anymore. So they're going to have to completely revise all their code. It's really fascinating. I think it's really interesting. It's what an interesting time to start playing Minecraft, for me anyway, selfishly. But so getting back to the Perlin noise, I do think that it's a really good start, and there's a reason why so much like topographic landscape and topography uses Perlin noise, because it works really well for that. But there's more going on than that here, right? There's a lot more going on because there's too much consistency. That's interesting. Look at that. This thing sticking out over there. Huh. Anyway, there's way too much consistency in different biomes and differences in different biomes. And like the mountains in this one biome all look the same and they have the same characteristics. It's really fascinating to me. You can't achieve that with just a simple like map Perlin noise, shove it out there and just puke it out. I don't think that's what's happening because that doesn't happen with any other thing in Minecraft. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Hey, a village. That's not what I said. I said it before and I'll say it again, that it's one of the most thoughtfully developed games ever. It genuinely is. I think there's, now granted, there are things that I think, like the water physics. The water physics are weird. See, isn't that weird? Look at that. Huh? The water physics are weird. And it has the telltale things to me of maybe they had to just shove it in there for some build. And then people got used to it and they couldn't take it out, right? They just like cranked out the water. Okay, we'll just do this because every 7 blocks it does this because that's easier and more efficient, blah, blah, blah. You know, and then people got used to it and people got used to infinite water supplies and they couldn't take it out. And then everyone became used to it and that's what it is. That's what it smells like to me. But other stuff is not. I mean, other stuff is the core. Oh, by the way, part of the thing is actions and stuff and Minecraft updated, and for some stupid reason, I can't lower the settings for action stuff. It has to be max. So I apologize if it's a little bit distracting, but hello. Oh, you're a green coat, and I think you can't have a job. Sorry, I don't mean to be flexing an axe at you. I apologize. Excuse me. Okay. No. So anyway, I want to. When they deobfuscate the code, I'm gonna. Why are there mushrooms on your ground? What is that? What's going tick tick? Huh. That's weird. Anyway, I'm still completely and utterly fascinated by the procedural cheese generation. I would love to look at that code. Love to. What are you shaking your head at? Who do you think you are? Why are there mushrooms on everybody's floor? That's what I want to know. Uh-oh. Why does... Oh, for Pete's sake. Okay. Hello? What are you doing? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. Please don't hurt me. Anyway, that's what I think is fascinating to me, personally. Okay, is that... Ooh. Okay. Sure, I'll go to bed here. Why not? Sleep the night. Set another spawn point. Why the heck not? Where am I going? Not this way. This way? Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go that way. Just want to check everything out. What are you doing there, buddy? Okay, come up here. Anything up here? Okay. I do like the sassy animations. Look at that chicken. The only thing I don't like the new animations for the character. That's what I don't like about actions and stuff. But I like the other stuff. I might make this specific one vanilla. I haven't decided yet. But I thought I'd try it out because I do like it. This is Bedrock, by the way. I normally play. I started off playing Bedrock because everybody told me to make a difference, and then after I started playing, I realized it did make a difference. I started on Java, so my new world is now Java. My main world, my main survival world is Java. But it's interesting to me to play both and see the differences. There's a lot of weird creative decisions. I mean, I'm sure there's some decisions that were made specifically because they wanted it to run on mobile, you know? Pocket Edition. Which I'm told was just hot garbage when it came out. It was really bad. That's what I'm told. We'll clip these until we run out. Hello. Yep. You're welcome, buddy. You're welcome. So that's what I'm saying. Like there's characteristics and qualities of each biome, each individual biome, not just the types, right? But the individual biome that can't be accounted for by simple Perlin noise. That there's too much consistency in how it is and how it weaves together. And I understand that the concept of Perlin noise is smooth, but this is what I'm talking about is beyond that. If you look at other topographies generated by Perlin noise, it doesn't look as good as this. It just doesn't. And it's not as consistent. And I say this having traveled and looked at, not for many years, like some people have years and years and years experience in Minecraft. No, I say that having traveled over, look at that Z number. That's over 300,000 blocks I've traveled so far, which is a lot. Just traveling through the world and looking at everything. And that's what I think is so interesting about it is what is that? Cave? I guess so. I find it fascinating. I find the whole thing fascinating. And apparently there was a quite a kerfuffle recently where a Minecraft developer said that he didn't think that they would add creepers currently if they weren't added in the game. He doesn't think that they would add them. Ouch! Stop it! That they would add them. And I get that. I would think that they would have to be tweaked. Like, there's nothing wrong. I mean, it's overpowered. Creepers are definitely overpowered. I mean, you could have full netherite armor. Not maybe not enchanted, just full netherite armor, and a single blast from a creeper can kill you. You can't tell me that's not overpowered. And I understand that maybe there's reasons for that, right? And it makes it more challenging, blah, 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 and you're used to it, and blah, 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 blah. But it's overpowered. And the problem, too, is that besides the, 2 seconds of hiss before they explode, you can't tell. They don't make any noise. I would, if I were doing it and we wanted to keep the creeper, I think the creeper should make some kind of noise when they're coming up on you. Like the other zombies make noise. They go or whatever. Which I still think, I haven't heard anybody say this, but I still think that it's got all the qualities of like it hasn't changed much from version 1. If you check it out, I have a series I'm doing during version 1.0.0, and it hasn't changed much, if at all, from the original version. And I do honestly suspect that it's like, you know, Ralph from HR or something. Like it's they got some of their employees to do it. I guarantee it. I mean, I wouldn't bet my life on it, but I there's a high likelihood that that's the case. What? Okay. Wolves. There's a high likelihood that's the case. Ooh, open ocean. Another town. Well, not really a town, a village. I think all the quote-unquote towns per se are abandoned, like the large structures. I think generally seem to be abandoned here, right? I think. I really enjoy this series. It's very interesting. I think, is that a bastion? Not a bastion, like a pillager outpost? It looks like it, doesn't it? We'll have to go check that out. After we check out the town. After we check out the big city of whatever this is. Oops. Yeah, that is a pillager outpost, huh? I think. Looks like it. I can't tell if it's just weird shaped trees or whatever. Okay. There we go. Let's go check stuff out. Excuse me. Anything up here? I do. Oh. That's like a little. Huh. Ouch. Excuse me. Just looking around. Just looking around. In here. I'll take these. I'm not going to use them, frankly, but I'll take them. Why not? Why not? Look at this. What a weird setup. Maybe like a cafe and like a bed and breakfast, maybe? I don't know. That's odd. That's odd. Very odd. Okay, everybody, I guess, heading over to the town center for some reason. I think, is there a thing up here? Yeah, that's what I thought. So a lot of these buildings here in these towns are definitely not procedurally generated, because I see a lot of repeats, but some of them seem to have some amount of creativity to them. Very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I don't think I've been down here yet. What about this? Yes, I think this before. Huh. Interesting. Which way am I going? This way? This way. Out to open sea. Let's do it. Let's go. Oh, that's right. We're gonna check out the pillager outpost first. No, Grubblers, this is peaceful Minecraft. So I have my other survival world, but this is peaceful Minecraft. Where you're just, the whole point here is to absorb everything I can about it. So interesting. There's such interesting choices too. I find the floating things, right? They have like unattached voxels, right? I think that's interesting. To me, that's a very, very interesting creative choice. Oh, actually, come on. Sure. Get out of here. What are you doing? I say as I'm the one who's... Yeah, it is. Isn't it? It is. The rules around when and how these generate, I always think are really interesting. Why are there mushrooms on the floors of this area? That's weird. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. That's very strange. In here. I think that's about the only thing I really need. I don't need anything else. But actually, I could use the wood, I think. I think I'm out of wood. Oh, I've got some. Can this go in there? Okay, good. Okay, let's yeah, let's get this, and we will go ahead and make we'll make some stuff and we'll bed down for the night. And no reason, there's no gribblers around, but bedding down for the night just feels like the comfortable thing to do. Put this here, go to sleep. Look at that view. Oh my gosh. Lovely. We leave our bed here because we want a spawn point. What we don't want is to respawn back 300,000 blocks away at at original spawn. That would be painful. Did I need this for something else? I did. I want to make some shears. Okay, so that's... Wait. Oh, hold on. I'm an idiot. Get back there. Okay. There we go. Just want to make sure we keep this topped up. Sure, let's head back down. Why not? Why not? Okay. Yeah, I don't get the mushrooms on the floor. I honestly don't understand it. Which way are we heading? This way? Yes. Convenient. Oh, these little guys. I always break them out because it seems really unfair. I don't know what they are, what they do, where they come from. But I don't like that they're trapped. I don't like that at all. Let's look around a little bit, because sometimes there's some other things that are trapped too. Sometimes there's sometimes there's like some golems that are trapped, and it's just not a good thing. Not a good thing. Okay, I think it was only that one. I'm not seeing any others. I think it was just that one. Okay. That's fine. Sometimes usually there's two, but I'm not seeing them, so. Hold on. Let's get rid of this stuff because I don't need it. Okay. Let's go. I wonder what those little guys do. I don't know what they are. They look a little bit like birds, but I don't see them anywhere else. I only see them in the weird pillager outpost thing. Very strange. Let's go. Keep going. Keep going. Heck yeah. I kind of like these long expanses of ocean, because the oceans are kind of varied too. Some are so deep. I went across one, this was a little while ago, it was super, super deep, and it looked like there was this huge structure on the bottom. I wonder what that is. And then there's things like that down there. See that? I don't know what that is. Like, it looks cool. Pretty small though. The one I saw before looked really big. It probably is some boss or something. I don't know. I didn't look it up. Didn't look it up. I've been playing around a little bit with using the new golems when they turn into statues as switches. It's pretty cool. They output, each one outputs, I think it's 1, 2, 3, and 4 redstone signals. It's pretty cool. Kind of interesting. The water, I think I find the water a little bit fascinating as well. Not gonna lie. The way it's done is really, it's an interesting specific choice. Like I said, the water physics, I'm still fully convinced. Hey, there's nothing villager outpost. What the heck? This little part of the world seems dangerous as heck if there were gribblers around. We'll check it out. Why not? Like to look at everything. I didn't realize they would be this close to each other, though. Maybe they're friends. Maybe they know each other. Occasionally invite the other pillager outpost to come over, on a Saturday night for some dinner or something. Maybe have a nice, grill a nice steak and maybe some kebabs. Hang out outside, play some horseshoes or cornhole. That'd be fun. Maybe they don't. Maybe they view the other pillagers as there's a town over there too, which is always an interesting choice to make a village near a pillager outpost. You would think if you did that, you would think, number one, that you wouldn't build one initially near an outpost. Or alternatively, if an outpost came up near your village, you'd be like, I'm out. I'm out of here. This is bad news. No good can come of this at all. That's what I would think that a logical person would say to themselves. Say self. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Yeah, see, look. Here's a golem that's trapped. I don't like that at all. I mean, I got nothing for or against golems. They don't really do much for me either way, but this is not okay. I'm getting out of there, buddy. Okay. Can you get out? Good. I'm glad. I know that they're whatever, but people view them as expendable. I don't care. Well, I don't like it. It definitely seems... Well, shoot. Maybe they took him on a boat? I don't know. I'm sorry. I know, I'm sorry. Hopefully you can find some peace. There's a village that way. Maybe you can go there? Good luck, buddy. Yeah. Somebody said I asked about what the lure for that is, and somebody said they felt like it was. Let's see. Sure, we'll take these. Why not? Oh, yeah, we'll definitely take the wood because we do need it. Don't need that. Oh, wait. Okay, hold on. I have some somewhere. Where is it? Oh, that's full. I've got a lot of... the reason I collect so much of the spider silk is because spiders don't spawn in this world, so it's extraordinarily rare. Let's go down. Let's head back down. Heck yeah. Where'd our buddy go? Don't know. Oh, there he is. Oh, man. Like he doesn't know what to do. Where was that village? Let me get over here and see if I can see it. Whoa, that's a big drop. Is it over here? I don't see it. Shoot. I'm going this way, so... Oh, it's right there. Okay, good. Whew. Interesting. Snorgle, you big dope. It's right there. Well, I'm sorry. Okay. Here we go. Love it. And again, I'm going loosely in a straight line, not totally. Now, I have a regret though from a couple of videos back, and that is that when I saw those massive, huge ruined portals, it's a thing that they're not hugely rare, but they're a little rare. They're hard to see, and I've talked to a couple people who have said they've been playing Minecraft for 10 years and they've never seen one. So it's a little bit rare. My deepest regret is that I didn't get one working again. Like I have a almost full stack of obsidian. I totally could have gotten it, had tons left. I didn't even think of that at the time. I thought about that much later, and it was too late to turn back. Too late to turn back. And it's not that much of a regret, just a little bit of a regret, but you know how it is. If wishes were fishes. Okay. Here we go. Nothing that I care for in there, which is fine. Get over here. The man standing in his beats, as one does. Up here, maybe? No, wait. Okay. I saw one of your buddies over there. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get here, but... Yeah, and I definitely think there's one up here. Yeah, there is in the corner. Don't care. Let's see. Put this over here. I mean, if I were efficient, I would just have... What the heck? If I were efficient, I would just have a bundle in every single spot. You know, there's kind of no reason not to, but whatever. Yeah, here's another of those like weird cafe sleepy places. Very strange. I know, Kitty. I know. I'm not doing anything. You don't have to worry about me. Let's go sleep. Why not? Okay. You can literally see the outpost from here. This village must be, if Gribbler's around, they'd be toast. Not the fun kind of toast either. Not like delicious toast. They'd be toast. Okay, we'll look around a little more. Wow, lava. Why do you... I'm going to ask. Okay. Turtle's going a little crazy here. Carry on. Don't let me stop you. Here we go. Let's see. Let's go. Just traveling along, checking out Minecraft. I do like exploring. Wouldn't mind exploring like a large cave structure. That'd be pretty cool. I don't think I can get to the end. I'm reasonably sure I cannot. Pretty sure I cannot. Yeah, look at that. That looks like a kind of broken version of the one we saw before. I don't know what that is. Interesting, though. Very interesting. I don't think this is a lot of land, so I think we're going to avoid it. Just make it easier. Keep going. I wouldn't mind seeing another one of those huge portals, though. That was neat. That was really cool. Sun's going down, but that's okay. Sometimes it's nice to travel at night. It's a slightly different experience, which we welcome, of course. Of course. I do start checking out caves more. I did that at the beginning when I did this, and I need to do that a little bit more. I want to start another series where I do some redstone stuff too, because I'm a little deficient in that, and I just need to start working on it. I also think I'm going to start... I was playing around a little bit with Create, and I think it's pretty cool. There's some interesting things I want to do. It's interesting that you can't change like the direction. Like in other words, you can change the direction it's going, but like you can't, a large cog can't intersect with another large cog. I think that's really interesting. That's an interesting choice. I'm sure there's a specific reason for it. I just find it interesting. I don't mind checking out these mountains. didn't look too terrible. And there's another little biome over there too. Wouldn't mind checking that out as well. Let's see. Well, let's come up over here. I try to find places that are a little bit easier to park my boat so it doesn't go floating away. It's just not a big deal. It's just kind of a hassle. Okay. Yeah, here we go. That's what I was looking for. That's what I'm saying. Like, part of this is pure noise, certainly. But, like, in the context of this mountain, it's got a personality to it. And it's very specific. Hold it. Come here. Come here. Come here. Snip. Thank you. Yeah. See that sassy walk that chicken is? Love it. That's what I'm saying. It's not just purely noise. It's got like, look at this. Looking at this, the way that this field is set up matches perfectly with that. And it's got a very distinct personality to it. And totally different than what I've seen before. Anyway, I'll shut up about Perlin Noise. Just a conversation I had with a developer, and I thought it was interesting. I think there's a lot of people who haven't played Minecraft, and developers in particular haven't played Minecraft and think it's much more simplistic and easier, not as thoughtful as it is. I was surprised. I didn't think it was simplistic. I just thought it wasn't for me. But the number of people who think it's simplistic because of the way that it looks, because it's blocky, not realizing that's one of its superpowers, right? Whoa, is that because it's a voxel, everything, with very few exceptions, can be interacted with. And that's one of the things I like about Minecraft, and I don't like about other crafting games is the hunt for what you can interact with and what you can't. And it's not always obvious. And there's maybe that's it. Maybe that's why I like Minecraft much more than other crafting games, because that hunt isn't there. Yeah, like virtually, not, there are exceptions, but virtually you can interact with anything with the right tools. Even without the right tools, it'll just break, right? Or it won't think. There's things like if you run across obsidian and you don't have a diamond pickaxe, you can't do anything. But again, those are the exceptions. I mean, I think that going back to the creeper controversy, I think that the exploding gribble controversy is interesting because people are like, oh, you don't have anything dangerous to Minecraft anymore. I mean, I'm not sure I think that's true, but I'm also not a Minecraft historian, so what do I know? But I do think that some people get used to things just because it's the way it is. I know that's the case for a lot of people. It's not that they necessarily think this is superior. It's just what they're used to, and they don't want anything to change. And the one thing I would trust Mojang to do is to make good decisions based on their past performance. Let's see. Can we get over here? Maybe a little bit. That was fun to me. See one of these. If I saw these in the... Oh, hold on. Wait. Chip. Yep. Was there another one up here? That's another one. Yeah. There you go. Thank you. How am I doing? Good. Again, I try to keep that topped up because sometimes we run into areas where there's not any sheep, and I still need to place beds down to get spawn points because that's how I roll in this game. I litter the world with my beds. For selfish reasons, of course. Some people would say all actions are selfish. I don't believe that. I don't think that's true. Nope. Look. Oh, is this a tall birch forest? No, I think there's just a couple of exceptionally tall birch trees. I've been to a couple of tall birch biomes, and it's really unusual. That's one big birch tree. Holy crap. That's cool. That's really neat. I like that a lot. Haven't run across a I really like, these are the little stubby ones. I like the trees that are huge. Like the extra large, like the quad trees that are just like a sequoia, you know, they're just 50 blocks near or something. Like maybe not 50, that's probably too much, but you know what I mean. Just this huge amount up. It's really cool. It's so funny too. There's so much disinformation out there, and I don't think it's on purpose. I think because people don't understand how stuff works. There's so much wrong information out there about how Minecraft works and different things. I find it very interesting, and not just hey, a portal. Sorry, hey, a ruined portal. I understand not understanding stuff and thinking something works some way and it doesn't. Right? I get that. Like, but okay. Let's see. This is one of those weird ones that part of it's buried. What are we doing here? Let's see. Let's do this. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we'll go here. What's in here? Golden helmet, respiration, fire protection 3. What do I have? Projectile protection, aqua infinity, and breaking 3. That's better. I'm gonna keep it. Okay, cool. That was neat. Missed my jump. As will happen sometimes. It happens. Happens to the best of them. It probably does not happen to the best of them. Now that I think about it. I mean, everybody misses jumps sometimes, but it's so. I think it's so interesting when watching like really good Minecraft players. It's not just, and particularly in like parkour stuff. I don't mean like challenges. I just mean moving across stuff. There's a lot of times they're really good, but they take so many unnecessary risks. I think it's really interesting. It's probably for the views, right? But I just, or you know, it also could just be that they don't care, right? They're good enough that they get it. If they get it 80% of the time, the real goal would probably get it closer to 90% of the time. But I just think it's interesting. It's also interesting to me to see people do like fall long distances and put like hay underneath them or something, and that I think that cushions their fall. It lessens how much damage they take. I think I could be wrong about that. I think that's what it is, though. I think we're gonna travel at night this time. I was gonna set up a bed here, but then I decided against it for no other reason than I just like traveling at night sometimes. It's a totally different vibe. Let's swim across here. Swim across here and then get up. Let's see where. Oh, we're almost there. Okay, we got this. Yeah, here's the thing. So you have to stop, take it out. Yeah, about Bedrock versus Java. Very interesting. Very strange. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful night sky. Love it. Absolutely love it. Whoa. That's... How am I going to get across here? I guess maybe over here? I generally avoid death chasms. I guess it doesn't have to be a death chasm, but it seems like it could be. Yeah, that's far. Maybe we can go this way. Yeah, there we go. Anyway, I think I'm super looking forward to doing some stuff with Create because I think it looks... Nope. Well, still a little bit of a death chasm, but I don't know. I'm not seeing another way around it, so let's just do it. Okay, I want to get my dirt because this is going to be helpful. Okay. There we go. There we go. I also think it's interesting. I don't really play melee games. I'm much more comfortable. I don't play these on my channel, but I'd be much more comfortable with like first-person shooters than I would be with a melee game. And I don't know why. It just never attracts me. I'm not quite sure why. Probably one of the reasons why I'm not great in PvP in Minecraft is I just don't play them. Since I've been doing my channel, I do a lot. I hardly play FPSs anymore, but I played some Counter-Strike prop hunt. just the other day, just for fun, with a couple of friends, and that was super fun. That was cool. That was very fun. I might if I can find some people. Maybe I'll do that on my. What am I doing? Can I get up here? Okay. Leave it to me. Okay, hold on. Up here. Yeah. Okay. There we go. There we go. There we go. Whoopsie. What's going on? This is the right way? Yeah, this is the right way. More pumpkins. Down there it looks like. See if we can get down here without injuring ourselves or maiming ourselves. I think we can. I think we can do it. It looks doable. There. Let's go. Maybe out to the open ocean if we can. Make a little more. Put some more blocks behind us. Depending. Bunch of squids, the squiddy things. Guess I encourage squiddy things, I suppose. Not entirely sure. More mushrooms. Yeah, not a lot of open ocean, but that's okay. We're getting some. I seem to be averaging like 4,000 to 5,000 blocks per video, which is not bad. I'm not in a huge rush either, so there's that. Yeah. Well, I guess that was unnecessary. Oh well. Go. I seem to have bad luck in my survival world when I when I'm trying to get to the nether. Like I seem to have like there's typical nether sort of biomes, and I seem to find the ones that are suboptimal. I did in my last world, and I did in my new one. The live stream I went into the nether for the first time in this world, and it was suboptimal. See, something like that. That's the thing I think is interesting, is the floaty bits. How they have floaty things around. I think that's really interesting. Oh, a village. Cool. Let's see what this jerk has to offer. What do you got? Anything good? Hardly ever. Get over. Where are you going? Get over here. Get over here, you jerk. Acacia, mangrove, brown mushroom fern. You don't have anything. I think that guy is sus. I don't like him. I don't like him at all. That should be no surprise to anybody who's watching my channel for any amount of time. Very vocal that I think he's a terrible animal owner. And he's sus. The reason I say sus is I've seen him more than once hanging out with creepers, and creepers are okay with that. That's interesting. Look at me like that. Okay. I like that they don't close their eyes when they sleep. They lie there, stare at the ceiling like, how did I get myself into this? Okay. Oh. Wow, that's a good thing nobody thought to fill in that hole that somebody could just fall to their death through. Perfect. Where's the stupid front of this? Okay. I think this one has, yeah. Do we? Yeah, we have gold. I don't know why I'm taking all this stuff. I don't really need it. I'm not really wanting for anything. One more and then we'll keep going. We'll keep going. So I've been working on, I'm doing a challenge on our server. A couple things I want to do. I think it's so many, oh, is that another, what is that? That's some sort of structure. People have built such cool stuff on our server from our Minecraft server. And I want to showcase it, you know? I want to go through and record the structures that people built and how they built them, and then I'll probably put a little bit of royalty-free music behind the background. And is that a structure or not? I can't tell. Maybe not. So, I mean, sometimes it's not, right? I guess it's not. That's happened to me more than once. Careful. Okay. That chicken looked a little shifty. Wait. Hello. Thank you. Okay. Getting out of the water, I mentioned before, in Bedrock is really irritating compared to Java. Okay. Yeah, I guess that wasn't anything. It totally looked like one of those acacia structures, but I guess it wasn't. Either that or I just missed it, which could totally be possible. Entirely possible. Are those pumpkins over there? See that? Feel that orange? Hello, how you doing? Looking good. There's another bastion. 3 bastions. Crazy. So crazy. Gosh. You do move really fast when you're swimming. Okay. Is there anything trapped in that cage? We've seen the blue things, we've seen the gold. I think those are the only 2 things I've seen. Don't see anything. Let's go ahead and... Oh, wait, I have to tear it down and I'll hold off on that. How do we get in? How do we get in? Sometimes they have 2 of those. I don't see 2 of those here. That's weird. Okay, we'll just little procedural generation snafu there. What's in here? Yeah, I think I'll take these. We're chuck. Yeah, we're kind of full on wood. You know, I will take that anyway, though. I think we're okay on. I'm going to say we're okay on spider silk. Watch, I'm going to regret it, but I don't know why I would regret it, but might. Okay, so we need to go this direction. Yes. Let me do something here. And I didn't, of course, I didn't get my crafting table the last time I left. I crafted something. I'm also littering occasional crafting tables around. Let's go ahead and do that. No, wait. No. We don't want to do that. We want to do... Do we have... We do not. So let's go ahead and do that. Put this back here. That. This. And an axe. Perfect. Let's see. Put this here. Goes here. Okay. There we go. Nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and just break this open. So make it a little bit harder to trap somebody in there. Or something. I mean, I'm not sure that the iron golems qualify as a body. I don't, lore-wise, I don't know if they qualify as sentient. Maybe they are. It's interesting to me how they are made. Just with blocks of iron. I think that's interesting. Some brown sheep. I don't really care about the brown sheep, though. White sheep is just easier for me. They're more plentiful and it's kind of easier to handle. Easier to handle. I'm looking forward to a couple of things. So somebody mentioned, I don't know what it's called, but there's a mod where you start off in the sky and you try to build a thing in the sky. I think that's an interesting challenge. I wouldn't mind doing that. Look, maybe I did see those. It's kind of far though, but I felt like I saw some acacia things, but maybe not. Maybe not. How you doing? Looking great, buddy. Looking great. That's interesting. Okay. Any villagers here? Oh. I heard one. Oh, there's one. Ah. Nothing. Nothing. Care for that? Not that I don't care for it, it's not interesting to me. Lots of people having little brew stands in their house, which is interesting. Wow. Kind of like the Frank Lloyd Wright version of the Minecraft version of a Frank Lloyd Wright house, kind of built into nature. What do we got here? Nothing. Wow, 2 doors. Look at that. That's the first time I've seen that. That is fancy. Man. The prominence must live there. Holy crap. Okay. This is a surprisingly big village. Good sized. Good sized. Yep, pick all those. Okay. I mean, if we find something to trade, maybe we'll trade, but I haven't even really looked, have I? I probably should do that because we have a ton of emeralds. And, you know, if I could get like a fully enchanted diamond armor or something like that, heck yeah, why not? You know? Like mainly if I could get something, actually if I could get something with featherfall, I'd feel a little happier. This way? Yes, this way. We'll just swim across here. Go. Talking to somebody, they were chatting about wanting to start doing a Let's Play, and I encouraged them. I said, you know, start off first and do a game that you know really well. Because for me, there's a skill in learning how to talk while you're playing. And it's so funny now, like sometimes I have to, occasionally I would do something while run into in a short game, a game-breaking bug, and I will need to re-record the game up to that point. That's happened a couple times. And every single time I do it, it's the weirdest sensation to me to not talk while I'm playing a game. Like that's not a normal thing. You don't unless you're doing like multiplayer, you know, co-op or something like that, and you're chatting with your team or your buddies. It's not a thing, and it's this weird thing where like I record so many hours of games in the last 4 years doing Let's Plays. It's not exclusively, but almost exclusively the way that I consume games now is for my channel, and it's deeply weird to not be talking when I play a game. I almost can't do it. It's really strange. It's so funny. When I realized that, I thought it was hysterical. It was so funny. Just crazy. funny how your brain gets used to stuff. It just kind of remaps it and rewires it, you know? Really fascinating. Neuroplasticity at its finest. What the squirp is that? Look at that. Huh. I guess we'll go this way, I suppose. Okay. Yeah, why not? Why not? All right, stupid Snorgle and your dumb bang things. Oh, I didn't mean to do that either. That was a mistake. We'll just keep some dirt in our hands just in case. And another pillager outpost. And a desert temple. What the heck? Oh, ouch. And one of these things, I do not know what these things are. They don't seem to serve a purpose. I have no idea what they are. I guess water, but it's a little odd. Sun's going down? Sun's going down. Parrot. That's neat. Yeah, you know what? Let's go ahead and fix us a place to bed down for the night, shall we? Okay. There's a crust. Oh wow, I didn't realize I had a full stack. That's cool. Not anymore. Okay. I'm gonna put these. No, those are full. Can't do it. Can't do it. We need to hit that bastion. We need to loot this desert temple. And we will do that. But that will have to wait for the next video. Thank you so much for tagging along with me as I explore Minecraft. Just traveling through Minecraft. Experience the different biomes, the topography, how the world is built. And just chatting as I do it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time for another game. See you next time.